And welcome back. Thursday morning, a 24-year-old Dallas Cowboys player died by suicide in Frisco, Texas. Defensive end Marshawn Nealon shot himself after a police chase, according to police. Of course, if you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, you can always call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. That's at 988. Well, joining us now is Julie Korioth, founder of Nui Sport. Thank you so much for being here on a Friday.
Oh, thank you for having me. Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's so important, like we were talking about during the break. Okay, getting into this, your organization is really focused on integrating mental wellness into sports. Can you walk me through what that process looks like?
Yes. Well, first off, I want to, send out my condolences to Marshawn and his family. But what this looks like is we want people to treat their mental health like they do their physical health. So Nui means big in Hawaiian and bold. Yeah. And so we want athletes to think about being bold around their mental health just like they are when they're out there on the court and on the field. And they do this by, we have stories that other athletes are sharing about their fears, failures, and triumphs. They can set up daily routines to work on their mental, I like to call them their mental warm-ups. How do we help them become mental healthier? And we partner with people like the Texas State Athletic Trainers Association, who are sports medicine professionals, and to also help educate them on how to, observe the mental aspect of the game. So it's really just about teaching them to take their mental health as seriously as they do their physical health. But it doesn't take long, just 5 minutes a day.
Wow, yeah. 5 minutes. Okay, well, I want you to talk to me about the challenges that you have seen with the clients who you work with and how those are different from non-athletes.
Yeah, good question. So athletes are used to enduring physical pain. Yeah. Probably every day. And so their pain tolerance is up here, right? Yeah. Whereas most of us, our pain tolerance on what we exercise-wise is just, we're not at that elite level. And so then their mental aspect of it is about the same as all of us. So when they undergo these very strenuous times in life that maybe they're not taught to, as they are their physical, that along with just all the amounts of pressures, and we're talking about internal pressure, pressure from coaches, pressure from society. Every single day they are undergoing a different amount of pressure that most of us are not accustomed to. And I don't want to say that it's not that everyone's mental health matters, and we are under a lot of pressure, all of us. But we're specifically talking about athletes, and that's what separates us a bit from what they're undergoing every day.
And I was reading the testimonials on your website, and I think it was a player from HT. She was talking about how this has really helped her learn how to more effectively manage stress. What are the outcomes that you've seen with the folks who you've been working with?
Yeah, great point. So when they incorporate things like meditation, that helps you with focus and just a little more clarity, especially in a day and age when we are constantly on our phones, devices, input from everywhere. That helps us get grounded, get a little more focused. Speaking of grounding, there's grounding techniques that you can do, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're feeling a bit of angst, you can have all of your senses that are dialed in, and I can have that on our website for people to look up. Things like visualization help build confidence, and that's something else. We're not taught to build confidence. So when an athlete might get injured or something might happen, if their confidence is based on everyday physical training and something happens and they're not physically able to use their body, then we want to help them incorporate things like breathing techniques, visualization, and meditation and other things.
This is such a unique model, and what inspired you to develop Nui Sport?
Yeah, very good question. So personally, I've been through my own challenges in life. It's what made me want to go on and get my master's in counseling about 20 years ago. And then being a parent, I have 2 kids and I have lived the club scene, basketball, and now my daughter's in volleyball, my son basketball. And I saw that the pressures were starting at such a very young age. And so, Marshawn, he's 24. He's so young. Yeah. The earlier that we can educate our youth on how to take care of their mental health, then it'll teach them coping skills. It'll teach them coping skills so when something in life happens, they have choices that'll help them just choose coping skills that will serve them instead of those that maybe don't.
And last question, Julie, for a parent right now who might be watching, or even a student athlete, is there one or two sentences that you can say that might help them really navigate this journey of, again, the pressures that they're facing and how to really cope with those things?
Yes. How to cope is that we are healthier together. And there are so many people out there that want to be there for you. And if you can find your one person, as a parent, if you can help them find that one person, if you don't always feel like it's you, as parents, it's not for a while. What is their one person that they can find, and you know someone they can lean on, either a therapist, a friend, maybe it's a pastor, a mentor, someone that they can talk to. It will really help them understand that they're not alone, that somebody is providing will help them say, we've all been through this before. So that's one thing I would definitely say can help, and just to know that if you can incorporate, like I said, starting off with 5 minutes just every day of something that feels right for you. Try meditation. If that's not for you, try breathing exercises. There's so much information, not only on Nui Sport, but online and on YouTube channels. So really, we want to be able to provide those resources for you, but if you can't find them through us, go find them online or through other sports psychologists, therapists, or mentors in your community.
Yes, community. We're better together, right?
We're better together.
This felt like a warm hug. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing and how you're changing the lives of athletes in our community.
Thank you.